Boom.
Yes. What's good, everybody? I'm back, boy. I only said to take a bit of time out from it because it's just been so wank, hasn't it? And I can't go online and read stuff. Honestly, it drives me a bit crazy. It's so depressing, all negativity that flies about. Life's depressing enough as it is. Bring this badger here, actually. Whoops, it is it. Life's depressing enough as it is. To not have to sit through this, like just people bitching and whinging, blaming individuals and all that just floats about. I can't handle it. I think in football and probably in life, if you're just negative, I mean, I'm quite cynical about most things, to be fair, but if you're just negative and wait around for long enough, you'll end up being right, won't you? I mean, every dog has its day, doesn't it? So I suppose if you wait long enough, you'll be right. But anyway, quick shit vid. Just watched interview with Allardyce. I'm going to do more of a Tottenham video tomorrow. This is just more of like an overview of what my thoughts, feelings and masturbation's been all about this week. So he brought in all old boys, didn't he, to try and inspire them into training. Eddie Gray, Strachan and McAllister. But I mean, I don't think these players give a shit about that. I think a few of them care. I think like the homegrown ones, as it would be, like the Aylins and Coopers and that of the team, I think actually care, because I think their career sort of like lies on it. But everybody else that's looking to jump ship, I don't really think they give a shit. I think they've been looking for a way out for a while. We don't appear to have any sort of plan. If you bear in mind that the league restarts in August, regardless what league we're in, obviously the Championship will come before the Premier League. But we've got no one at top at club at the moment, sort of making any decisions. No sporting director, obviously. Can only hope that there is a plan, and Rads is sort of waiting out on some. I know Rads gets a lot of shit, but you gotta take the blame collectively, can't you? You know, I know obviously Otto's been sacked and he's had a bad season, really bad season, but he's also pulled some decent signings. I'm not defending Otto, I swear to God I'm not, but I just think the club is being run poorly at the moment because the results aren't on pitch. If we're 15th in league, nobody's really whinging about spending £35 million on Rutter. But, you know, signing Rocker, failure. Christensen, failure. Firpo's actually been half decent past few games. Aronson, failure. Dan James, better than what we've actually had this season, but you can't class him as sort of like, you know, a win. But then Nonto's been decent, although I think Nonto's half thrown towel in, to be honest. Something's going on there. Rafinha, obviously a good signing. Koch gets a lot of shit, but he's been all right, like in terms of just a centre back. He's on about pursuing his international career, you know, like, and that's like the main thing for him if we go down. I'd think he needs to calm down a bit with that. I think, you know, there's what some players don't seem to realise is they did get us relegated. They've been there all year. Some have been there 2 years, like, and we've been in a relegation battle for the 2 years that they've been there. So you can only sort of blame everybody else for so long. And then when players like Cooper, who did not but get called League One Cooper and all this, when he comes back into the side, we look stronger. So, you know. But we're down now, aren't we? So just got one more week to bear. I'm just going to embrace it. It's on Sunday. I'm just going to enjoy it game. It's bank holiday. Have a few beers. DJing that night, but go steady. Enjoy our last day in the Premier League for at least a year. There's talks up to 10 players going if we go, well, when we go down on Sunday, which is a bit wild, isn't it? Rocker's already been linked with a move, which is music to my ears. No, it's not. I'm not having a go at Rocker, to be fair, but it's just bullshit on Twitter that the guy that we shall not mention on the channel, he's convinced that he's a Champions League player for some reason because some shits in Spain have come in for him and they're like lingering around 6th position, like, you know. I just think I never had so much tut. He's been there all season saying, oh, there is a player in there. There's a player in each and every single one of them, isn't there? They're all decent at football, you know, just to what level you don't know. But you can't be in a side as poor as that and then be a Champions League player. Like, unless you are seriously unlucky or not really played that much. Rocker has shown nothing all season. He's had plenty of games. It's not like seeing a bit of Rutter and going, oh, he's just a young lad, but there is a bit of a player in there, but you've not really seen enough of him. So, but I've seen plenty of Rocker to know that, he's not dragging us through games. Like Adams tries to drag us through games a little bit. Nonto, when he turns it on, he's at it, he's doing stuff. Rodrigo, when he's up for it, affects the game a bit. Rocker can't move. The bloke cannot move. And you want to see a bit more than glimmers, like, oh, there's a bit of a player in there. Like, he's a senior player. He's come in to be, he's this Bayern Munich man coming in, but I'm just having a go at Rocker now, and I don't even mean that. It's just, I'm not into this, like, new player syndrome where we have to back these new players constantly. Like, at the start of the season, one of my mates was saying, oh, they've come here to start, haven't they? Well, Aronson came to start, didn't he? And he did start far too many games. I honestly think everybody will get beat on Sunday. I think Everton will get beat, Leicester will get beat, and then we'll get beat. So we'll have an opportunity. Like Everton will go 1-0 down or something, and we won't be able to celebrate that because we'll be 2-0 down. But there is a chance that we will go down purely on merit. So it'll just be us losing and go down, which is the only thing we can hope for, going down on merit really. I'll try to be a little bit more positive tomorrow. I've just realised I've been on a bit of a rant, but it's nature of beasts where we're at, isn't it? The talks that Allardyce wants to stay on, wants to carry on. He sort of didn't really say much in his interview, but I've heard on the grapevine that he would like to stay. What the plan is, obviously nobody knows at the moment. I've got a bet on with my brother, which I think is quite funny. I would encourage everybody to get involved with. It's just picking the starting lineup, the first 11 in the Championship next year. So you got to pick your first 11. You got to pick your first 11. Who you think might stay, who you think starts, who from old boys, who you think's comes back in, etc., etc. So you've got to make some funny out of a pretty dang shit sandwich. Allardyce said he'd risk a few at players if he thought they could give him something. This truly would be the greatest escape known to man. More so than that gadget jumped over the fence on that film that everybody goes on about on that bike. I think, is that actually called The Great Escape? Which, if it is, I've made it. Or is it Groundhog Day? I've got them mixed up. Doesn't matter, does it? I think it's just called Great Escape. So nice one for that. If you've hung around for this long, both on my channel and in this video, I hope that brought a bit of light to your life. Me not knowing what the word is to get. Oh, what am I on about? Commenced into a ramble. Yeah, let's see. What's everybody's thoughts? Last bit of positivity, we're going 2-0. Because it has to be 2-0. Because if we concede, we collapse. We start well every game. I don't even know if we'll start well on Sunday because Tottenham, I know, have been shit lately, but they can't keep being shit. Kane's looking for a move. Not that he needs any help getting that, but if we concede, we just cannot. Ayling had an interview after the game against West Ham, and he put it pretty well, really. Like, everybody, we were renowned for being fittest team in country, and everybody sort of feared us for that. And they were just saying how they just cannot bounce back now. And I was saying to my brother when it went to 1-1 and stuff, and for the past couple of weeks, just got to get to half time now. Just got to get to half time, and then we get to half time and we can't come back out. There's just nothing left in the tank. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll be back in tomorrow with a bit more of a better... I'll just talk about the game and try and get a bit more enthused about it. So, yeah, shout out to everybody on my channel. Seriously, you're all boyos and a few girlos. Take it easy. See you all tomorrow.
The way they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No.
promises.